Alrighty. Welcome, everyone. This is Daniel here with the Legacy of Daniel podcast show. Today, I'm gonna try having a episode on the paper and pencil series, and this series is gonna just be designed to really help be all around writing, journaling. If you're writing a book, whatever it is, or maybe want to start a magazine someday or get into journalism. So this is going to hopefully be all about that. And the real purpose behind this is not necessarily to, become a better writer or to pursue writing techniques, but it's really all about creativity and coming to cultivate your own identity through uh, through writing, really. And there's a lot of benefits to writing. Um, Obviously, there's emotional um, release, stress release. It's very good for your brain. Very healthy thing to do. It's also a very passive thing to do, where by writing, kind of keeps you based in life, and when you find joy in writing and journaling or with journalism, it's gonna kind of keep your creative side kind of energetic and continuously being like born again, I guess you could say, and it'll keep you from chasing hedonism or going out into the world and doing things that may not completely fulfill your destiny or your creative side. Nothing with going out in the world, but if you are a creative person, which a lot of people are, have a creative side that just never is allowed to flourish. And I think one of the great ways that we can really begin cultivating our creativity and ultimately identity and our destiny is through writing. And again, we're writing more for the joy, for creativity, not so much on being a better writer. Today, well, um, I'm not sure actually how to go about this show, to be honest, because it's not really, like I said, it's not about becoming a better writer or giving you tips on how to write, but it's ultimately um, trying to encourage people to write more and participate in writing more in various unique ways that, again, flourishes their creativity and revolves around them cultivating an identity and building a foundation, um, for themselves that they can continue uh, to have throughout their life. It's going to be a form of their intellectual property, really. A treasure that's kind of stays with you forever. So I guess what I'll do here in this this episode is I'm going to, I guess, just talk about maybe some of the things I do in regards to my journaling and writing. I'm currently working on writing a novel, um, and I would like to. Hopefully, I'm going to dive into journalism and maybe even start my own paper shortly. Um, so those are my background. I just love to write and I love to read, but I don't have any like published works or anything. So again, if you're looking for advice from an expert on how to write, become a better writer, this isn't for you. This is all about getting into writing, finding joy and creativity through writing to better yourself and to nurture your identity. And so currently I have a journal. Um, It's actually a journal that of my own design that I am um, hopefully be selling through Amazon, and I don't mean to push a product onto anybody. It's not the intention here, but I've designed it specifically to kind of help nurture the writing process, not just on paper and pencil, but also in my mind. And this is something that uh, you could do yourself on your own paper. You don't even need to buy a journal. You don't even need paper or pencil. You can just do it right in your mind. And so in the my journal here that I have designed for myself, it's always good to start out with a topic, and you want to have a very clear idea of what your topic is, and then you may want to dive into something that supports this topic or question or theory, an observation that you further want to maybe understand, or maybe some information, further information you want to gather to help build a story or an idea around your topic. And then generally what I do is I then develop a thesis statement, and I use this to kind of entryway into my journal topic. And this kind of helps me develop whether or not, my topic is something that's really, has grabbed my mind, is something I'm really into, or maybe it's just kind of something that's passing by. Maybe I heard someone say something and kind of thought I was interested, but I'm not interested. So if you can't really develop a good thesis statement to kind of lead into a bigger discussion, you may want to kind of rethink the topic, or maybe find some a different question to ask in regards to the topic, so that you can build a better thesis statement. And after the thesis statement, I have what's called I have a closing statement, and this is kind of to bring everything together: the topic, the observation, the idea, or the claim that I'm going to try to build around this topic, and then the thesis statement that is kind of segueing into a bigger discussion. And so that's what the closing statement does. It kind of brings everything that I just kind of thought of into one paragraph, and ultimately that's what I'll decide. What do I have here? What is this idea? What is the evidence? What's the observation? And do I have enough to put something together, further discussion together, to support my thesis, the thesis statement. I also have what I like to do is I like to kind of keep a word map, and I kind of look at different words that are grabbing my attention, words that are kind of making this topic go around, and that is these are words that then I just kind of write to the side, and I will later maybe look up. I may even do more information on those words. I might write down the definition, and then that'll just kind of help again support your topic, support your claim or observation, and continue to develop the discussion. And then after you have kind of done all that, you may want to then dive into a bigger discussion. And this is really where you just start writing. Just let it all out, all your ideas, your research, your claim, and make sure you bring in supporting evidence, or some further evidence that you may look to gather and may want to gather. And don't forget to list all your references. And you can also, at the end, if you're not completely satisfied with the discussion, if you're not satisfied with or feel like you're fulfilled with answering the question, or gathering enough information around the topic, you can then develop forward-looking statements that could continue to lead you to being satisfied in whatever it is that you're seeking through this topic, this discussion, through your thesis. And then once you do that, it's just more of a it's a piece of artwork, and you just continue cultivating it, continue writing, maybe breaking up the topic into different areas, different categories, and further furthering your expansion, your exploration into the topic. Just always don't forget about the research. and just continue on a path and really build your foundation and start cultivating your own style of writing and research. But that is it for today. Today's paper and pencils. I encourage you all to read, write, and just let it out. Just be creative. Don't think you need to be a journalist or a novelist. Just write and start cultivating an identity through writing.